Okay, everyone, so here we're going to start with Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek. And I decided to use a brush so you guys can really see how it applies with a brush. It's really pigmented, and I know it's a little bit hard to see because it blends in with my skin tone, and that's why I kept going back and forth so I can really apply it for you. And I was patting it on because it's really hard to apply an eyeshadow with your left hand when you are right-handed. Okay, so here we have had me at yellow, which I kept saying you had me at yellow, but this is the shade. And I'm going to apply it here now so you guys can really see. And you see it has that yellow undertone and it didn't show up like I mentioned in my video because I had gone in with Creme Brulee first. So this is a nice all over shade or transition shade. I went on very easily and it's super pigmented as you can see. Okay, so here we have Creme Brulee and had me at yellow. Now we have Cheetah Bear. Its new name used to be called Cocoa Bear, and this is one of my all-time favorite shades. And I love that the formulation is still the same, if not even more pigmented. So if Marlena did reformulate her eyeshadows, I believe she just made them a little bit more pigmented because I absolutely love the shadow. It just goes in so well, and I know it might look a little patchy, but it's just the way I'm applying it. I was trying to not really streak it across, just kind of pat it on so you can see that the color in really is buildable. Creme Brulee, had me at yellow, Cheetah Bear. Okay, so now we have Grandstand. This is the foiled eyeshadow. I did not put a primer down for any of these eyeshadows. I forgot to mention that. And I'm just patting this one on. I didn't use a different brush because I wanted to show you that it doesn't really matter what brush you use. This eyeshadow is going to apply super easily and you can intensify it or minimize it as much as you like. I think this is an absolute beautiful color. I think it'll be perfect in the summertime, especially because it has that nice peach bronze undertone or orange, whatever you want to call it, but it's absolutely beautiful and I love the longevity of it and how it applied. So here we have again Creme Brulee, had me at yellow, Cheetah Bear, and Grandstand. Here we have Creme Brulee, Max Cork, had me at yellow, and Max Uninterrupted. I wanted to show you them to compare them. Okay, so we have Creme Brulee again. And I just wanted to show you the comparison between the two because I did mention in my video that I felt that Cork was very similar to Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek. And another shade that I feel that might be comparable to it is Wedge, but I don't have that one right now. So that's why I didn't include it in the video. But once I get it, then I'll try to post a picture on my Instagram for you guys. So follow me there. But this is Max Cork. This is a shade that I use in my crease. Is a great transition shade. And I wanted you guys to see the comparison. And as you can see, MAC Cork looks a little bit more on the cooler tone in my opinion, and Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee is more of a warm tone. So that's the only difference, but I feel that when you put them on the eye, they look the same. So if you look again, one is warmer and one is cooler. So it's just personal preference. And I'm just going to go back in to build up Creme Brulee a little bit more because I feel like Creme Brulee really blends into my skin tone. Okay, so here we have Had Me at Yellow and Max Uninterrupted. And I'm just going to swatch them on the back of my hand so you guys can see the difference between the two. So here is Makeup Geek's Had Me at Yellow. Okay, here we have MAC's Uninterrupted, and I'm going to put that, and you're going to see right away that these shades are very, very similar. And in my opinion, they both look exactly the same on the eye. The only thing is that I find is that Had Me at Yellow, you have to like build it up more to look as intense as the MAC one, but they look the same. And I also love both shades, so I will use both of them. So again, that's Had Me at Yellow and MAC Uninterrupted. As you can see, like I said, they look very, very much alike. Okay, so now we have Tawny, the bronzer that I picked, which was recommended for shade medium. I went in with the Ulta brush because I wanted to show you that you could start out with very little bit application, a small application, and this bronzer is definitely buildable, and you see very minimal fallout. I'm being very gentle with it, and I'm just going to continue building up the color so you can see how rich this bronzer can get on your skin tone. So I feel like if you are medium to medium dark, you could definitely use this bronzer. If you are lighter than me, I wouldn't recommend this bronzer because I think it's going to be too dark for you unless you like that really dark deep red bronze on you. Then go for it. I absolutely love this shade. I think it's gorgeous. So now we have the blush, and this one is called Sweetness. And this is a beautiful, deep coral shade. I think this is a great summer shade, and I believe it will be great for all year round as well. Corals are definitely my favorites, and peaches for blushes. So I'm just building it up with this brush that I got from Amazon, and it's a great brush for applying blush. That's a tongue twister. And as you can see, you can really intensify this blush. And it also reminds me of a blush that was called Swiss Dot. I think it's by The Balm. It's discontinued, but I absolutely loved it. So it really reminded me of that. So I was super happy that it is definitely a dupe for it. But as you can see, it gets very intense as you build it up. And it also had a lot of kick up, which is fine. As long as the product works, I don't mind about the kick up at all. Okay, so here we have Luster, the highlighter that I picked. And I'm going to compare it to another one in a minute, but I'm just going to show you how it applies on its own. And immediately you see that it looks very light. So it's definitely buildable. So it's not one of those highlighters that the minute you put on, you're going to be beaming. So you can gradually build it up, which is great for those of you who are starting out. But as you can see, it's going on very nicely, and it has that nice, beautiful sheen to it. Okay, so we have Luster and we have Matte Superb. I just wanted to show you the differences between the two so you can see the comparison. I'm trying to get them all in the shot. I do apologize. They're both not in frame. But here we still have Luster on my hand, and I'm going to go in with Superb on the other side so you can see. Now, Superb is a jelly formulation, so that's why I went on so shiny and quickly. But when I got Luster, I thought it was going to be like a dupe for Superb, and it is kind of sort of, as you can see, but I really prefer the way Superb looks over Luster because this is more what I thought Luster was going to look like on me, because it looks too pearl on me, and that's not what I like. So I do prefer Superb over Luster. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you later.